Hello guys, welcome back. So here we have another question from GATE 2016 on network theory. The voltage in volts and current ampere across a load are as follows. So they are given V of t and I of t, and they are asking the average power consumed by the load in watt is dash. So for a AC signal, what is the instantaneous power? P instantaneous of t is nothing but V of t into I of t. And then what is your average power? So you take this instantaneous power, integrate it over one time period, and you divide by one time period. So this will be your average power. So this is one concept you should remember. So another concept useful in solving this is, if you observe your V of t and I of t, your V of t has only sine omega t terms, but your I of t has omega t, 3 omega t and 5 omega t terms. So when you're taking an integral, so your integral of sine any a omega t with some sine b omega t dt over one time period, right? This is equal to 0 if a is not equal to b. So this also comes from your Fourier series, right? Where you know that your sine a omega t b omega t are orthogonal. Sine omega t, sine 3 omega t, or even 2 omega t, 3 omega 3 omega t are orthogonal. Same is the case for cos also. So even if they have given cos 3 omega t here, it will be the same thing. So in general, if you have complex exponential, this over one time period is 0 if a is not equal to minus b here, or I can just write here. So if a is not equal to b, this will be 0. So then to find average power, it will be simplified. So the only terms of interest will be these two terms. Okay. So let us write them. P average is 1 over t integral 0 to t v of t. V of t is 100 sine omega t into I of t. I of t, I said only term of interest is this one. So it is 10 sine omega t minus 60 degree into dt. So this is nothing but 1 over t integral 0 to t 1000 sine omega t into sine of omega t minus 60 degree into dt. So you know the formula for sine a sine b. So this is nothing but 1 over 2 into cos of a minus b minus of cos of a plus b. So then what we'll have, 1 by t into 500 integral 0 to t cos of a minus b, so 60 degree, and minus cos of a plus b, so which is 2 omega t minus 60 degree into dt. So another concept you need to know is integral of 1 over one time period, cos or sine. So sine of omega t plus any constant angle phi into dt is equal to 0. Similarly, if it is cos also, it will be equal to 0. Why is this? Because irrespective of your phase, one time period will cover both your upper side and lower side equally. Irrespective of where you start, will end up in the same place, right? So you will always cover equal amounts of area above the 0 x-axis and below the x-axis. So your integral will be 0. So this term goes to 0 anyways. And we are only interested in cos 60 degree. So this power average is 1 over t into 500, and your cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. So 0 to t 1 by 2 into dt. So this is equal to 1 over t into 500 into 1 by 2 into t. So t goes away, 2 and 500 becomes 250. So your average power here is 250 watts.